Hey guys, and welcome back to another Act 72 video, and in today's video I'm back doing another interview and I'm here with Steve Geffrard. Steve, how are you?
I'm good, and yourself?
I'm great, thank you very much for doing this interview, mate.
No worries, man.
Great, okay, am
Thanks
I
for
right?
having me.
Yes, am I right in saying you're 32, you're a light heavyweight and you're 19 and 3?
Yes, 19 and 3,
Great,
light
okay.
heavyweight division.
Yes, alright, okay. If you are new around here and you haven't yet subscribed, please do so. Like the video if you do need like the video, and let's get straight into it. So the question which I always like to start off with, it kind of takes you back to the start of your career. Why did you start boxing?
I started at the police athletic league program. It's like a free program. They have it all over the United States. Help kids from broken homes, underprivileged kids. It was free. It was cost free from my house. I went in there to lift weights, but I seen the boxing area, fell in love with it, and yeah, just been with it ever since.
No, that's great. That is I'm sure to a lot of people very inspirational to see that you can make it from to make it to the heights that you've reached from where you started.
No, absolutely,
Great,
absolutely.
great. And so, do you remember what happened in your first amateur fight?
I remember I lost my first amateur fight, and
Mhm.
then I I uh, I won my second one. I fought the same guy and won it. I lost a
Right.
close decision my first amateur fight,
Mhm.
then won my second one.
Mhm. Was
Then I might have lost.
how old were
Huh?
you then?
13.
All right.
I was
Okay.
13 years old. Yeah.
A good starting age. And so, from your whole amateur career, what would you say is your biggest achievement from it?
In my amateur career, I mean, I won like almost all the national championships.
Wow.
One year in 2010, I won the Triple Crown, which is all three of the major um, national championships in one calendar year.
Wow.
So yeah, I won the National Golden Gloves, the USA Men's, and the National Power Tournament, which are the three big ones in the USA.
Mhm.
So in one calendar year, there was like only a few people that were able to do that.
No, that's very impressive, mate. And
Yeah,
so, how many amateur fights did you end up having in the end?
probably like 150 or something. I'm
Mm.
not sure. I'm not sure exactly, but had a lot.
Yeah, a good number. And so, why did you end up turning pro when you did?
I mean, I had missed out on my chance to go to the Olympics, so I figured that was just the next step for me.
Mhm. No, you moved on well in your career. And so, what differences would you say there are between the amateur and the pro game?
Well, obviously, no headgear. The weight cut. You weigh in the day before.
Mhm.
So, in my last few years, even though I wasn't a full heavyweight, I fought 200, 201 in the amateurs. Now I fight 175 pounds in the
Oh right. Okay.
pros. So, you know, like it's like a science with the whole cutting weight, back to rehydration. You kind of get this in majority of the cases you get to study your opponent.
Mhm.
Unlike in the amateurs, they just put the bracket up. If you've never seen or heard of him before, you have no idea if he's righty, lefty, or anything like that. So, you
No.
know,
Yeah, I get you. And so you've had a good few fights now. And which fight would you say has been your favorite? Which one you performed your best in?
um, I remember I fought for the WBO Asian Pacific title. It was like a regional belt,
Mhm.
but I fought in China. Even though it was after a long layoff, I fought Dimitri. This guy from Russia. I don't know how to pronounce his name,
Mhm.
but he was a former world title challenger, and yeah, I stopped him late, but it was. I thought it was a nice achievement, especially after coming off of a long layoff, going all the way to overseas to China,
Mhm.
and fighting over there. I thought I did very well.
Definitely. And so you've had a quite an illustrious career, and so you fought for a world title. Unfortunately, it didn't end up going your way. But what was it like fighting for a world title?
Yeah, it was cool. I mean, it definitely wasn't the way I wanted to receive one, but I got the call like on a week's notice,
Oh right.
but I was like, what the hell? I gotta take it because It's a big opportunity of a lifetime,
Definitely.
I did the best I could possibly do. It's going to be hard to beat somebody that's been training,
Hmm.
that is the champ, and has been training for his first title defense. So, but I went in there and I did what I had to do,
Hmm.
and yeah, it was a great experience. I'm glad I took the risk
Hmm.
because a lot of other people turned down the opportunity.
Yeah, yeah, I get you. I respect that. A lot of, like you said, a lot of people turn it down, and especially on only a few days' notice. I respect that you're not trying to go for the easier fights, and you are really trying to push yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
That's definitely what you need to be doing. And so, you unfortunately you have suffered a few defeats. And how tough is it to bounce back from a defeat?
Yeah, I mean, I started my pro career 0-2. I lost my debut with a headbutt. I had a cut and stuff. I mean, it's tough, especially if you are coming out of the amateurs like a hot prospect to go 0-2. Most people they would say your career would be done, but then I ended up coming back, winning 18 in a row, and then was able to fight for a world title. And after my loss to Joe Smith, I had another fight and I won fifth round TKO, and I'm gonna have another fight in a month from now. So I think it's going well. I mean, I'm glad I did take the Joe Smith fight because now I'll be now I have somebody backing me. Now I'll be able to be more active because even before the Joe Smith fight, I was out the ring for another year or so as well.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah, that's fair. And I respect your kind of mindset, especially at the start of your career, because a lot of fighters could have been put off by going 0-2, but you stay committed to the sport, and like you said, you went on an 18 fight and beaten streak, which is very impressive. And I mean,
Yeah,
it's made you who you are today.
absolutely,
Mm.
absolutely.
Great. And so you spoke about that you'll be fighting next month. Have you got a specific date for that yet?
Yeah, it's October 8th in Delray Beach, Florida, which I live in Delray Beach.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, I'm supposed to be fighting for one of those regional belts, maybe NABA or IBF International. I'm not 100% sure.
Hmm.
And the opponent is to be determined.
Right, right.
They had two in mind, but we're just waiting for it to get approved by the sanctioning body.
Hmm.
But yeah, October 8th, so it's coming up pretty quickly.
Definitely. And so you're probably gonna be wanting to sell tickets for that fight. And I was wondering, why should people come and watch you? What are you gonna bring to the table?
Yeah, I mean, I'm up in DC at the Headbangers Gym. I'm training really hard and I'm gonna put on a. I'll be prepared. I have a full camp, so I'll be putting on a great show. I'll be putting on a great show for all the people.
Hmm.
100% prepared.
Great. And so you're 32 now, but you are still in a very good position in your career. And I was wondering, what do you see yourself accomplishing in the next 5 years?
Well, I want to get another title shot. I mean, I'm sure I'll get another call. If I rack up a few more wins,
Hmm.
get this one at the end of the year and stay have a strong year next year, and then I should be right back in the mix. So that's just the most important thing. You take it fight by fight, and just keep getting racking up these wins, building my record. I'll be right there in the mix. But this is step one. Getting a regional belt, getting in the ratings,
Hmm.
and boom. Because boxing's so unpredictable. You never know when you're going to get one of those calls. So you got to stay ready year round.
Definitely, I completely understand what you're saying, and so you've you've had a good big fight with Joe Smith, and I was wondering, is there anybody in the light heavyweight division, which is quite a interesting division at the moment, that you've got your eye on? Anybody that you'd love to have the opportunity to fight?
Nobody in particular. I'm just focusing on just winning whatever fight they put in front of me. That way, I can get back to that world level immediately as soon as possible.
Definitely.
So
Hmm.
I try to just stay focused on the prize, on the task in front of me. Don't try to get ahead of myself and stay ready in between these fights, staying in top condition,
Hmm.
and the right thing will everything will fall in place if I do that.
Definitely. And so you're in a division with a very dominant world champion in Beterbiev at the moment, and I was wondering what your thoughts on him as a fighter.
Oh yeah, he's a beast, man. I went to camp with him. I sparred him for like 5 weeks in Montreal. He's a tough fighter. He's going to be hard to beat for anybody.
Hmm.
But I think he's got a fight coming up with Anthony Yarde, if I'm
Hmm.
not mistaken. But yeah, he's tough, man. Really strong. Uh,
Hmm.
yeah, really, really strong power puncher. I've been following him since the amateurs. He's a really good fighter.
Definitely he is. And so I'll leave it with this final question, which I always like to ask. You've got a little bit of a platform here. Would you like to shout anything out?
No, you could just follow me at Steve Geffrard on Instagram, and yeah, just I'm looking forward to get back on the world level, and you guys will be hearing from me soon. Thank you.
Definitely great. Okay, well, thank you very much for doing this interview, mate.
No worries, man. Anytime. Thank you.
Great. Okay, well, if you are new around here and you haven't yet subscribed, please do so. Like the video if you do indeed like the video, and thanks for watching.